Hello, beautiful people. It is like 6 o'clock in the evening. I wasn't even going to post this video. I was going to wait until tomorrow. But it is something I have to get up off my chest. Now, you know me, people. I usually don't post other people's names within the video. But this has been going on for 30 years. 30. Let me say something. I have my second oldest son. Very sweet man. Loves people. Will give the shirt up off of his back for people and everything. Let me explain something. His father and I have not been together. His father told me when I was 12, 13 weeks pregnant, I was too fat. Okay, now let me explain something to you people. And my husband's like, oh, I gotta use the bathroom. I gotta go. Now he's disturbing me and where I'm gonna make this video at. You are! I'm gonna turn on this overhead light so that way hopefully y'all can see me a little bit better. But let me state something. My son has had nothing to do with his biological father. He spoke once or twice to him up on the phone. That's it. My son cannot stand him. He doesn't even call him Dad. He calls him his sperm donor. You want to know who he calls Dad? My husband. And like my husband was saying, all he wants is somebody to sit down and talk with about life, you know. They'll do things together. They'll talk with each other. And yes, they play video games together. My second oldest son told me, when was it? It was earlier this year. He goes, Curtis isn't my dad. He's not even my father. He said, he pointed towards my husband. He goes, he's my dad. But that's beside the point, people. The point is that, Curtis, you lost out. You lost out so much with your son, Chaim. Let me repeat that again. Curtis, you, Curtis, have lost so much with your son, Chaim. You just act like your other two kids exist. We have a son together, okay? Not once have you ever come to see him. Not once. To shake his hand. Not once have you ever sent him a birthday card. Not once have you picked up that phone and said, how are you doing today? Or happy birthday to him. Not once. Though you go to another state to see your daughter. That was born several months after my son was. You go to that state. You go from your home state to the state right next to you to visit your daughter. That's great. But remember, she didn't come first. My son did. Then you turn around, you got yourself a girlfriend. That's great. I'm not upset about any of that. What I am upset about is you don't claim your oldest son. I've seen the pictures all up over Facebook. Happy birthday, so-and-so, telling your last born child, happy birthday. That's great. What I am upset about is you always denying your son that we had together. I didn't have him alone. That's for darn sure. And my son looks just like you, but for the white version. He don't look like me. The only thing he gets from me is his skin tone. That's it. You have denied him and denied him and denied him and denied him for the past 30 years. You and I have argued so many times about this over the years. And I always try to give you a wake-up call. That you cannot be treating him this way. I'm sitting here all cockeyed. Oh, good Lord, what was that? But I've always tried to give you a wake-up call. That you were going to lose him. Lose him where he would just totally deny you now. And that's what he has done. He has.
Shoes on the other foot.
Yeah, you heard my husband. How's it feel, Curtis, that the shoe is on the other foot now? He calls my husband Dad. He doesn't call you Dad. He doesn't call you Father. He calls you a sperm donor.
Yep.
Bless you.
Thank you.
But that's beside the point. You lost him years ago when you wouldn't even come to see him. Especially as a young child, as a teenager. But boy, would you sure hop up in your car to go to Alabama to go see your daughter. And granted, it's one state over from you. That's fine. That's fine. And I really do appreciate that you are there for your daughter. I'm glad that you're there for your youngest son. But don't ever forget, my son was your firstborn child. Yeah, whopping 12 pounds, 7 ounces by emergency C-section. That's why I was so darn fat at 12 weeks. Yes, he did. He called me fat at 12 weeks and told me I was too fat. I'm pregnant by you, but I'm too fat? Okay. I told you then that karma will come back and bite you up in the butt. Oh, it has, hasn't it? But now you can get all over Facebook and post your youngest son's birthday, telling him happy birthday. Have you ever, 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 ever done that for your oldest son? Your oldest son, his birthday is in November. I guarantee it that you won't. That's a guarantee that you won't.
Want a hint? It's 29.
Quiet, John. I know. But I guarantee you that you won't. Because you're only looking out for your other two kids. When you deny that you have a son, your oldest son, I guarantee it, your oldest son will deny you in public also. I tried to warn you about this years ago, Curtis. Years ago. You and I have gotten in so many heated debates about this. Understand that you got your own health problems. I understand that. I absolutely do. I understand that you had a cerebral stroke. Almost killed you. But you're one of the 7% that made a comeback from it. And thank God you did.
Yeah. I thank God I came back from all 4 months.
Well, he had a cerebral stroke, and only 7% of the
Yeah, I thought it was
population.
7% if it hits
Yeah.
the brain.
Yeah,
Actually
7%
survive.
will actually survive that. Everybody else dies. So, yeah, I'm grateful that you survived that. I'm grateful that you have survived your cancer. But like I said, when you keep denying your son, your oldest son will deny you in public. Think about that. Next time that you're posting all over Facebook about your daughter and about your youngest son. Remember, you have an oldest son too that is 30 years old. Remember that. Yeah, I know. I'm old. So, y'all come back now, you hear?